Hey man, let's talk about something most guys experience but rarely discuss. What actually happens when she realizes she lost you? You've probably heard the phrase, you don't know what you've got until it's gone. It hits differently when it's about relationships, doesn't it? This isn't just about regret, it's about that slow realization, the late night overthinking and the, oh no, what did I do? Moment. The moment it hits her. Let me tell you a quick story. A buddy of mine went through a breakup. At first, his ex seemed totally fine, like she didn't care at all, but months later, she started popping back up in little ways, liking his old posts, sending random texts like, hey, saw something that reminded me of you. He was confused. Why now? What changed? That conversation made me dive deep into why absence creates emotional gravity. So let's break it down. What's really going on when she realizes she lost you? 1. The Breadcrumb Trail. When she starts reaching out, she won't just text you, I miss you. Nope, that's too direct. Instead, it'll be little things. Liking an old post, watching your Instagram story after months of silence, sending a casual, hey, how have you been? It's not random, it's intentional. She's throwing out breadcrumbs, hoping you'll bite. A co-worker of mine, Lisa, admitted she once liked an ex's post just hoping he'd notice. She didn't want to seem desperate, but she still wanted his attention. If this happens to you, don't jump to conclusions. Ask yourself, is she being genuine, or is she just bored and nostalgic? Because sometimes it's not about you, it's about her missing the attention. 2. Testing the waters. If she finally sends a real message, it won't be emotional at first. Instead of, I miss you, it'll be something safe, like, hey, how's work? Hope you're doing well. Why? Because she's testing the waters. She wants to know, are you still open to talking, or have you really moved on? This is classic self-protection. Nobody wants to be vulnerable and get rejected. I once read in How to Win Friends and Influence People that people naturally avoid emotional risks. That's exactly what's happening here. So here's the real question. Do you even want to reconnect? If yes, keep it light and honest. If no, be respectful but clear. You don't owe her a way back into your life if you've moved on. 3. The power of absence. Here's where things get real. Absence forces clarity. Ever quit a job, stopped a hobby, or distanced yourself from someone? After some time, didn't you start seeing things differently? The same thing happens in relationships. At first, she might assume he'll come back, but when she sees you actually moving on, no likes, no responses, no reaching out, that's when the fear sets in. She starts questioning, did I take him for granted? Was this really the right choice? Loss aversion is real. Psychology says we fear losing something more than we enjoy gaining something new. That's why people suddenly want things back after they're gone. But here's where you stay grounded. If you've been focusing on yourself, hitting the gym, building your career, leveling up, keep going. Your growth isn't about her, it's about you. 4. Should you reconnect? Not all breakups are permanent. Sometimes people break up over stress, miscommunication, or bad timing, not a lack of love. A couple I know broke up because they were both too busy. Months later, they ran into each other, talked it out, and realized they never stopped caring. Now, they're married. But here's the key, know why you broke up. If it was over deep issues like dishonesty, manipulation, or emotional immaturity, let it go. If it was over temporary stress or misunderstanding, maybe there's a chance. Not every reconnection means getting back together, and that's okay. 5. What she's really feeling. So what's going on in her head? Regret, wishing she appreciated you more. Nostalgia, missing the good times. Guilt, wondering if she made a mistake. But here's the truth, her feelings are about her, not you. As Mark Manson says in The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. People often chase closure just to feel better about themselves. Your job? Recognize her feelings, but don't let them dictate your choices. 6. the Crossroads Moment. Imagine she finally sends that text. "I've been thinking about you." Now, you have a choice. Think of a bridge. It connects two sides, but once you cross it, you leave one behind. So ask yourself, do I want to retrace old steps? Or do I want to step into the unknown and move forward? Because let's be real, relationships fail when their foundation is weak, and going back doesn't guarantee things will be different this time. When she reaches out, pause, reflect on your growth. Is she part of your future or just a memory from your past? At the end of the day, losing someone teaches us about ourselves. Whether it's her realizing what she lost or you realizing what you deserve, the real goal is growth. Because the best relationships happen when two whole individuals come together, not when one person is chasing another. So, what would you do if she reached out to you today? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk. And if this video resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this.